What's up, Slayers? It's your girl T, and today I'm showing you how I made this custom 24-inch Rasta color lace front wig. But as always, before we get into it, I need you guys to hit that like button, subscribe, and comment below and let me know what you want to see next.
It's just the say nobody with the wasting, girl. This I know say don't put no fisting, girl.
Daddy land.
Say your man you are replacing, girl.
Yo, daddy, now land and pat up your thing if you're good up, good up. Yeah. Wind your waist if you're good up, good up. Touch up yourself if you're good up, good up. Good up, good up, my girl.
So I got this custom 24-inch 613 wig from a private vendor that I was trying out. I didn't really care for this hair. The density wasn't what it was supposed to be. The length wasn't really what it was supposed to be, but we're gonna use what we got, child. First things first, we want to get started on our toning process. Our toning process is a little bit unorthodox, but we're gonna do what we got to do to knock out some of this shininess and brassiness. So first, you want to take a big pot. I use this old stock pot that I have. You want to fill it up with water. About halfway should be good. Turn on the heat, let it boil. Once it comes to a boil, you want to go ahead and pour in your Shimmer Lights purple shampoo. For those who don't know, you can get your purple shampoo from any beauty supply, but I prefer Sally. You want to pour a generous amount in because you're going to need enough to tone the entire wig. Then you just want to give that water and that purple shampoo a real good stir. I know it's going to be a little hot, but whatever you do, do not let this water cool down because that's what helps the color tone. And now you can start your dipping process. I already started it, but my camera angle was bad. So you just dip, baby, dip, dip, baby, dip, and you'll start to see the color change as you do it. You want to make sure you're getting every strand. So whatever you got to do, don't be afraid to put your thing down, flip it, and reverse it. You can go ahead and use any kind of comb or utensil to stick it in the water to help you hit those middle parts. And so by this point, you should start to see that the hair is getting lighter, more of an even blondish white color. So here's a better angle where you guys can see all the little suds that comes from the chemicals that they put on the hair to preserve the curl pattern and the sheen and give it that yellow color. So before this, I just dipped it a few more times because I saw I still had shampoo in the pot. So now I'm just rinsing it out real good. And now you can kind of see the difference from where it was a yellow blonde to now it's more of a white blonde without the chemicals. So here I kind of felt like I missed a few spots, so I took the wig, opened it up towards the center, and dipped it a few more times. Took it out, rinsed it off, and now we're ready to go. So the next step is to add that moisture back to it. I like to use the Bambu Silicon mix, but you can use any kind that you can get your hands on. And so you just rub it all throughout your hair like you would if you were deep conditioning your own hair. Just make sure that it's fully saturated. I know this is the point where some people actually put their hair in a bag and put it back in the pot with some water to boil for a few minutes. They say it makes the hair softer. I haven't really seen a difference. I did try it, but it's up to you. And so after about 20 minutes or so, you can go ahead and rinse this out. I am a firm believer that the longer you condition your hair, the longer that moisture holds, but it's completely up to you. Anything after 20 minutes should be fine. You can go longer if you like. You can boil it if you like. It's up to you. It's your world, baby girl. And by now you should start to see the original curl pattern, the original volume of the hair, and it looks and feels amazing. And now you see the difference. Now you see the original curl pattern, the original color. We don't have all that brassiness, and we can go ham with the color now. And so now I just blow dry this straight, and look, a whole new wig. It's a completely different wig at this point. And so now we're going to start our dyeing process by sectioning off the hair. I'm working with quite a few colors this time, so I want to make sure that everything is sectioned off evenly. Get your gloves on and just start working that color in section by section. You definitely want to take your time with this step because you want to make sure you get every strand. If you're working with multiple colors and multiple layers, you want to try your hardest not to put the wrong color on the wrong layer. But if you do, no worries, you can always go back and fix it later. As you can see here, I did kind of a shit job sectioning off my layers. When you do it, you want to make sure you do a better job of spacing out your layers so that they are not touching and you don't have to try and squeeze your fingers in between them. Just make sure the layer above isn't hanging down into the layer below. So unfortunately my camera did cut off, but here you can see I just did the same process for each layer. I messed up a little bit, got a little dye, but when I rinsed it out, you couldn't even see it. So like I said, it's not that big of a deal if you mess up. And then I just put some bags over the red because the red does tend to stain. If you get red on anything, if you ever dyed your hair red, you know. You get red on anything, it's over with. Also, I don't know if you all noticed, but I did use the door hair dye. That takes no time to process. 25 minutes later, I was ready to rinse it out. And you can already see where the dye has taken beautifully. So let's see what happens. And so we rinsed everything out, and here's what we got. It came out just as beautifully as I thought it would. Came out just the way I imagined. All the layers were even. No strand left behind. Popping. Shout out to my girl Lee at MEB Co Beauty, Morph Endless Beauty here in Chicago. Book with her. She did my customization, my hairline customization. Not that I have one, child, but I'm getting some stubble. Y'all see me? Tuh. What? Hey, girl. Hey. So today is my sister's 41st birthday. She would have been 41, and I decided to kind of go with a straight look. I felt I was liking the curls, but it was like it was too much with this particular wig because it's not the density that I wanted. But it was supposed to be 180% density. Obviously it's not, but yeah, so I just went for a straight look to honor her, and my little Rasta colors with my Rasta color shirt, my Rasta color by Miley shirt, just to honor her. So right now I actually just cooked some oxtail. I'm gonna have some wine, pour out a little Hennessy for her, and just enjoy my day. Thanks for tuning in, guys. As always, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Yeah, you forget the big life. Say money they a bucket for the big life. Come let me fill this bucket with the big light. Yeah, I'm a bruise, so you tight.